loss. And I ain't talking about what happened to Johnny's leg or losing limb. Those two were soldiers. They knew the risk. Hell, Johnny gets off on it. We crushed a lot of families, player, and someday they're gonna holler at us. But believe me when I tell you, we did the right thing. With the rollers wiped out, Benjamin gone, and the Colombians in our pocket, there ain't gonna be a need for a gang war ever again. And in the end, that's gonna save a lot more lives than we took. So relax, player. You earned yourself a break. You've impressed the hell out of me, son. And I told the crew, you're gonna be my right hand. Hold up. Some Barry just turned on his flashes. Yeah, player. I think I'm gonna have to call you back. This may take a while.
Just say the word.
This is Chief Monroe. If you want Julius back, listen to what I've got to say. Now, that stunt you pulled downtown with a rocket launcher cost my associate and I quite a bit of money. Now, I may not be an honest man, but I'm a fair one. So rather than turn Saints Row into a parking lot, I'm gonna let you work off what you owe me. There's a mayoral campaign going on, and I want one of the candidates taken off the ballot. Marshal Winslow is in his campaign bus right now, and he has an appointment with the northbound. Park that bus on the train tracks tonight, or you'll find Julius's body floating in the river tomorrow. Don't disappoint me. Julius is counting on you.
What do you think you're doing?
Who the hell are you?
Stop the FBI.
Who the hell are you? Son, it's not too late to walk away from this. don't think so myself.
Yeah, got the address. We'll be there soon.
Did you handle it? Where the fuck is Julius?
Have you heard back from Monroe?
Nice work. But I don't think I can let Julius go until you do a little more community service. We'll be in touch.
Looks like we wait.
Why? So we can let this jag-off jerk us around? Fuck that!
And what would you rather do?
You know exactly what I'd like to do.
Johnny, we're not blowing up City Hall.
Hey, I'm just saying, it would solve a lot of problems.
What if they're keeping Julius there?
Alright, but there's gotta be a better plan than let's be Monroe's bitches.
You're right, there is. Marshal Winslow was a major public figure, and you can bet your ass that people would ask questions if the chief of police wasn't at his funeral. I say we hit Monroe during the funeral procession. That should show whoever he's working with that we're not fucking around.
You're saying we should assassinate the chief of police while he's at the funeral of the guy we just smashed?
Yeah.
Don't tease me, Dex.
Let's fucking do it. Alright, let's get going. Johnny's gonna meet us there. We only get one chance at this, so we can't fuck this up. Once we hit Monroe, we better get out of there quick. The last thing we want is to make a big scene.
Niggas trying to run me over?
Back me up, motherfuckers! You trying to get me killed? How did I get into the middle of it? Hands up! I can't walk to work without
Johnny's set up across the street. He'll be giving us cover if things go bad after the hit. Now let's get to the roof before the mourners roll by. Take this. When the funeral procession comes into view, take out Monroe. He'll be the one in the cop car. Okay, here comes the procession. Just line up with the cop car and... Ah, shit, there's more than one. Alright, this ain't a problem. It'll just take a little more work to find out what car he's in.
Somebody get
Take all those cop cars out. Monroe's gotta be in one of them. Let's do this! Let's get to forgive and forget before the cops get us.
They said you were hot.
Arrest him!
Unmarked, non-sequential.
They'll be scooping Monroe up for weeks.
Hello there, young man. This is Alderman Hughes. That was quite a message you sent at Winslow's funeral. And trust me, I heard it loud and clear. Now, I'd like to set one thing straight. It was Monroe's plan to strong-arm the Saints. Personally, I've always thought you and I could have a much healthier relationship. Now, we've had a rocky start, yes, but why don't we fix that? Come over to my fundraiser tonight. Julius will be there, and between the three of us, I'm sure we can work something out.
Your guest is here, Mr. Hughes.
Thanks, Stephen. If you don't mind, could you wait outside? I'm Richard Hughes. It is a pleasure to meet the man who handed me the election. No need to be modest, I'm serious. There's no way I could have beaten Marshal Winslow. God rest his soul. But you made the impossible happen, and for that, I can't thank you enough. I mean, had Winslow been the only person killed, attention would have definitely been cast on me. But after that fireworks display you pulled at his funeral, it's become abundantly clear these horrible crimes were perpetrated by the 3rd Street Saints. While before people criticized my Saints Row urban renewal plan, it is now being lauded. See, until you came along, I was displacing poor people. Now, I'm destroying a hotbed of gang activity. What can I say? The public is fickle. Champagne. As you get older, you quickly learn that there are only 2 types of people in this world. Race, money, gender, none of this matters. At the end of the day, you're either a winner or a loser. Now, the sad truth about our situation is that in order for me to be a winner, I have to level your neighborhood and salt the earth. Hold on for a moment. Stephen, could you come in here? Where was I? Oh yes, salting the earth. Now I suppose I could try to pay you off, but really, what's the point? You just say no. Or in your case, stand there looking intimidating, and we'd be right back to where we started. So I figured I'd cut the middleman and get right to the point.
Yo, can you speed this shit up? I want to go to Freckle Bitches.
You're going to die here, son. Make no mistake about that. But if it makes it any easier on you, I'll be sure to thank you in my acceptance speech. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a party to...
Time criminals, sneak thieves, and carjackers. Where the streets fight back and shootouts are bound to happen. Ain't nobody scrapping all of these killers. It's taking action, gang. Intelligent city, think smart and wear your best. Watch your right just as well as your left. Cause 9 out of 10 times we'll creep from behind and blow the tech. Heat holding, whips stolen while police is patrolling. Flashing they lights, telling us to pull over. We keep going on a high speed, chasing the law. Out on parole, swerving out of control with the gas pedal to the floor. On a death wish, driving reckless with no headlights. Running through roadblocks and we ain't stopping at red lights. That's how the game goes. Switch up and change clothes. Watch your back when you walk through the streets of Saints Road, nigga.
Somebody gon' get laid down. Whether music or 4 pounds. Ain't no need to know me well. We can get the drama poppin', homie, I won't tell. Somebody gon' get laid down. Whether music or 4 pounds. Ain't no need to know me well. We can get the drama poppin', homie, I won't
into
tell.
the real world where corrupt cops and vigilantes lurk. Henchmen put in position to do my handiwork. Mob bosses hire hitmen to get your family murked. No matter right or wrong, remember to put your family first. We in the gutter, watching for undercover, slinging butter. Posted up on the corners, me and my brothers. Sex, money, and drugs, the hungriest thugs. Sleep with my burner and wash with my gun in the tub. Posted up in the back of the club, we doing it. That's a nice outfit on your back, don't make me ruin it. First class serving shots like a stewardess. Gun out the holster, now come a little closer so you can computer fit. Blood stains, bullets are genuine, so you fluidless. Barely escape with the jaws of life when your Buick flip. That's how the game goes. Switch up and change clothes. Watch your back or fall flat in the traps. A Saints Row player.
Somebody gon' get laid down. Whether music or 4 pounds. Ain't no need to know me well. We can get the drama poppin', homie, I won't tell. Somebody gon' get laid down. Whether music or 4 pounds. Ain't no need to know me well. We can get the drama poppin', homie, I won't tell.
This just into the newsroom. A deadly explosion has rocked the waterfront. Our Jane Valderrama is already at the scene.
Jack, waterfront residents and the press who were setting up their cameras and microphones to cover the gala fundraiser scheduled for mayoral candidate Hugh's campaign were treated to an amazing sight a few moments ago as the yacht registered to the alderman exploded in a shower of brass and mahogany. We were a safe distance away, so no one here was injured, as far as we can tell. But we have no word as to who, if anyone, was actually aboard. We don't know how this happened, why this happened, or even who was on the boat, if anyone, as no survivors have been located. I was inside the press tent when it happened, but witnesses outside say that the peaceful, serene evening was suddenly punctured by a vicious explosion that not only reduced the alderman's yacht to a pile of floating debris, but knocked out windows and swamped smaller boats throughout the marina. Jack?
Jane, while you were giving that report, we attempted to contact Alderman Hughes' press secretary, and there was no answer. Do we know where the alderman is?
No, we do not, Jack. I've asked around, and no one from the press corps noticed any official movement on the boat, as it's early in the evening, and the event was not scheduled to begin for another couple of hours.
Do we know if this was an accident or yet another attempt on the life of a public official?
Jack, we don't have any definitive answers on that, and with almost no details emerging yet, we still do not know if this was something as silly as a galley or a fuel tank explosion. But in the light of recent events, we cannot rule out the possibility that this was more than just an accident. Reporting live from the waterfront, this is Jane Valderrama. Back to you, Jack.
Thank you, Jane, and stay dry. Stay tuned as we get more details on this unfolding event. We will bring them to you immediately. In the newsroom, I'm Jack Armstrong.
He won't make it. Hurry, hurry, call the ambulance. This young man ain't breathing. All that thinking, gon' leave him buried underneath dirt, 6 feet sleeping. He won't make it. Hurry, hurry, call the ambulance. This young man ain't breathing. All that thinking, gon' leave him buried underneath dirt, 6 feet sleeping. He won't make it.
Size ain't shit, pussy, you ain't heard. Sock a sucker till his vision and his words get blurred. Mr. Rack back the gauge and shots get heard. It's the steady gang crusade, so spread the word. This ain't row, I roll where your busters can't go. Trust is a must, bust first and stay low. 45 caliber medical manifesto. I see you where you let your last breath go. Let's go serving, Jack the Jackers. Got full body armor when the cops attack us. I'm a killer with a cannon, ain't afraid to use it. Squeeze the trigger, fill the whole room with chamber music. I know niggas that had it all and blew it. My hammer shine like a Mercedes, but you don't wanna get into it. Don't pursue it, make your body leak some fluids. My niggas don't talk, they do it. We stranded on St. Row, fill your clips up and let them go. Medical attention is essential, fuck you. Yeah.
Hurry, hurry, call the ambulance. This young man ain't breathing. All that thinking, gon' leave him buried underneath dirt, 6 feet sleeping. He won't make it. Hurry, hurry, call the ambulance. This young man ain't breathing. All that thinking, gon' leave him buried underneath dirt, 6 feet sleeping. He won't make it.
St. Row, bringing that banging back to the street. Feel the agony.
We're a problem I don't think you can fix. I don't think these motherfuckers want a problem with this. Follow the script before you have to swallow a clip. And I'ma flip it like a slinging all night at the script. Remember this shit, the way me and my enemies trip. Fighting back like Horowitz with like 10 in the clip. Plus 6, 1 in the chain. Remember the name? Strong on steady, I depend on my gang. Fall back, collecting respect, the intellect, deep thinker. And that's the whole hook, line, and sinker. Customizing my flow, enterprise wherever I go. Keep them niggas there away from your hoe. Yeah, Saints Row into the world. It's where the streets fight back. Right back in the streets, fighting the world. Step right up and get fucked up the first time. 911 is a joke, get the punchline. We on the incline, net grossing, bars up like one time in the California sunshine.
Hurry, hurry, call the ambulance. This young man ain't breathing. All that thinking, gon' leave him buried underneath dirt, 6 feet sleeping. He won't make it. Hurry, hurry, call the ambulance. This young man ain't breathing. All that thinking, gon' leave him buried underneath dirt, 6 feet sleeping. He won't
That pathetic diss or your prostheticness gon' have you in the ditch.
I ain't no joke. I used to let the